here, someone's already written down our ratio is 4 because we're multiplying by 4 each time, times 4, times 4, times 4. And so we're saying when the absolute value of r is bigger than 1, the terms move away from 0. So you see that? So here it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger going to infinity, right? This one's getting smaller, smaller, smaller because the negative numbers are getting closer to negative infinity. So they're both moving away from 0. Now, can anybody figure out what r would be here? Remember, do the same thing each time. So good, yeah, I see 1/3, 1/2. Right, 1/3 is correct. We want to make sure r is between 0 and 1, because if it's less than 1, that's different. So we'll say when r is between 0 and 1, like that. So pretty much what it means is when r is a fraction. When r is a fraction. Now here, this last one, if I do, we have -10 divided by 5, we're going to get a negative number. So it's -10 divided by 5 for this one. And then -72 divided by 144 for this one. So we know they're both going to be negative. So this one I get, what, -2? And this one, does anybody know what that equals? So I did see a lot of you writing just this part, and that's actually okay. The notation, they don't really care about that. You're going to get the same thing we're getting here when r is a fraction. Here, again, artistry, I love it. Thank you. It keeps the class light. I wrote negative twice here. What's wrong with me? There you go. -1/2, like that. So when r is negative, is less than 0, it means they alternate between negative and positive. So now here, remember we had a formula for arithmetic? We have a similar formula like this for geometric. In my opinion, it's a little bit easier just because if you look at it, it's just two numbers being multiplied gives you the nth term. So you've got your first term, multiply your common ratio. So before we had a ratio that could have been 2 or -2 or 1/3. And then that exponent represents the position in the sequence, how many times we're actually multiplying it. So if it's the third term in the sequence, that means we're multiplying it not 3 times, but 3 minus 1, which is 2 times. So here's our example here, and I have the formula right there for you. And remember, formulas are all given to you. Calculate the 10th term. So first thing I need to figure out my common ratio. What does r equal? Well, since I have 3 terms here, I can just say, oh, this one divided by that one. -21 divided by -7. That means that gives me 3. Remember, don't be afraid to use your fingers. So r equals 3. So now that I know r, I can figure out the 10th term. U10, that equals the 10th term. Sometimes you might see this, A10, that means the same thing. Same thing. So the 10th term equals U10. I need U1. My U1 is this. So if U1 times r, we said r was 3, to the n, so n is 10, so I'll put 10 minus 1. So U10 equals, first term is -7 times 3 to the 9th power. That's going to give you my 10th term. So it's negative 137.81. There we go.